If you, as I, spend most of your day staring into the digital abyss that steals every moment of your attention by blasting every feeling you could possibly have with a fire hose of just everything, you may forget that whatever is assaulting your senses doesn't have to control your entire life. I've definitely forgotten. I've been following this AI art stuff way too closely, spent way too much time doom scrolling and building wild, elaborate string charts in my brain to strategize how to deal with the future of art and my place in it. And I'm not sure that's entirely healthy. I needed to break out of this Junji Ito digital spiral. So I went to the mall. In no way does going to the mall resemble touching anything remotely related to grass. But sometimes it's fun to walk around in air conditioning when the humidity in the DMV sticks to your skin like a thin film of just bleh, bleh. But it was actually at the mall where I found the trigger that I needed to kind of break out of this spiral. This past weekend was Mother's Day, so my wife had planned a fun evening with some of her other mom friends. So me and my daughter decided to have adventures of our own by heading to the mall. Westfield Montgomery Mall sometimes has art installations. I never know when these things happen because I guess they don't run YouTube ads that target me specifically. So I like to randomly go to the mall just to see if they have something going on. For instance, last September, they had a number of beautiful murals painted by local artists on these great, gigantic, angled wall thingies. How do I get in on this? I would love to paint a big-ass mural at the mall. I was hoping that there would be some sort of Mother's Day installation or event or something, but what we found was even better. For the month of May, Westfield Montgomery Mall is hosting the Montgomery County Public School Countywide Art Show. How the hell am I just finding out about this now at the end of the damn month? The elementary schools had their work on display from May 2nd to 7th. The middle schoolers had their work up from May 9th to 14th. And the high schoolers have their work up from May 16th to the 21st. We got there when the middle school work was still up, but you're seeing B-roll from the high school students because I didn't really think to record anything when we got there. I kind of wanted to be in the moment and be present as my daughter and I went through each section. And I gotta say, seeing the work of these young artists really broke through this AI bummer feeling I've had for a while now. It was so inspiring to see these pieces. Everyone had this raw energy about them, this unvarnished realness. Like, I don't have years to perfect every brush stroke. I gotta turn this into Miss Johnson by next week. Here's my idea. Here's the best way I can present it with the skills that I have right now. Take a look. There were pieces about self-discovery, about racial inequity, about gender, about identity, the whole of human experience viewed through the eyes of young people displayed for all of us to connect with. And it got me. Like, if these kids can do all of that with the basic ass tools that public schools can barely afford, what fucking chance does machine learning really have? Here was hope. There's still some time to head to the mall and get your fill of some great work. The high schoolers will have their pieces up until May 21st. I know the mall is basically a shrine to capitalism, but every once in a while you can find something a little deeper when you least expect it.